Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a love reading for you all. If you find this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. If you want to order any of my services, you can check the description box below for my email. I will be resuming personal readings in a couple of weeks, so you can always email me if you want to book yours in advance. You can feel free to do that as well. So let's jump right in. What do you need to know about love? I haven't used this deck in a minute, so we'll tap in. I forgot the name of this deck, but okay, so I have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations helps to bring you together. So many of you are calling in your person. You are aligning with their energy in some way. It could very well be that you have been praying for this person to come in. You've been visualizing the type of love that you desire, and that person could be doing the same thing for you. So it feels like you're getting closer to actually experiencing this person. This says heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So it could be that you could, some of you could be attracting someone that you've already met. Maybe you've been hoping that this person will reach out, communicate how they feel about you. And to be honest, somebody could be a little stubborn here. Let's see. Let's see what this heart-to-heart conversation is all about. The Hermit. Okay, so it could be why there's no communication, or if this person seemed to have kind of faded off into the background, you could be having a conversation as to why this person has gone silent. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. So, okay, and this is also my deck that I've created, I See Tarot. So if you find that these images resonates with you, you can always email me to purchase yours. So I feel like the conversation that's going to be had is, somebody has felt the need to go within and to spend time in isolation, to focus on themselves, to do a lot of deep diving, probably doing a lot of reading. Whatever they're doing, somebody needs this time to themselves. I feel like you could be hoping that this person will communicate with you what's going on with them, what's happening in their head, or this could be vice versa. Matter of fact, I feel like I'm going to, we'll stay with the narrative that's coming through. Because the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you could just be waiting to see some sort of results, right? You might have felt like you planted some seeds with this person in the past, and you're just waiting to see, is there going to be any growth? Is something going to develop out of this? And so the person that you're thinking of is in hermit mode. Let's see why they're feeling the need to isolate themselves right now. So right now, Six of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles, this person could be focused on cultivating something, right? They could be laying a foundation, trying to make sure that things are in alignment, things are stable for them. So it's like they're taking their time, making sure that they pay close attention to the details of whatever it is they're focused on. And they could be, focused on work. They could be focused on, investing in something here. So I can see where it's not personal. It feels like this person, they're very busy, and they're also in between working on these different things. They're also trying to find the time to go within and to get themselves back in alignment. So yeah, I feel like they're very, very busy. Let me see. And they're just needing this quiet time to themselves whenever they can find it here. There's the Page of Wands. I feel like they will come through and communicate, and you may be very excited to hear from this person. It's just they're coming in with something small initially, because the page energy can be like a small offer. Okay, and then there's the Ace of Wands. So there will be a spark that gets reignited here. Goes from the page to the Ace. There will be a spark that gets reignited. I feel like y'all will have some conversations where there'll be laughter, there'll be excitement. But yeah, this person could also be focused on things that they're very passionate about as well. So it doesn't feel personal at all. Let me see. I want to clarify calling in your soulmate. So I have the Ten of Swords. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you may want to evaluate the energy that you're projecting out into the universe right now, especially if you've gone through a lot as far as your own, past relationships. If you've been hurt or you're just coming out of something that was very painful where you had to put your guard up, put your armor on, speak some harsh truths, and, make head over heart decisions. It could very well be that energetically you could be projecting something out into the universe that's kind of saying you don't want to be bothered. You see what I'm saying? So you may not be consciously aware of that, but just really evaluate your thoughts, evaluate the type of energy you're projecting when it comes to love, what you think about love. So then you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is having your guards up, okay? Ready for whatever. It's like, okay, nobody better not come towards me with no BS, which is very much so understood because the Queen of Swords, of course, that energy, you've been through a lot, okay? You have had to defend yourself. You have had to protect your energy. You've had to make cuts where necessary. And the Ten of Swords is, yes, a lot of pain, being betrayed, backstabbed, mistreated. So I feel like there's a reevaluation that needs to happen in terms of the energy that you're projecting out there. Even though it may not be your intentions, it could just be as a result of what you've gone through. So with that being said, that could be kind of keeping this person at a distance, even though you're not aware of that. But again, I can see where things can pick up. Let me see, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands. I have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So you could end up becoming engaged here. Let me see. It feels like there's going to be something very balanced about this connection once the two of you open up and start communicating again. So we have here wedding. Okay. The situation involves marriage. So I feel like this could get serious. So it's a good thing if you're taking your time to heal and to align yourself to you know what, matter of fact, I'm going to pull out my Heal Yourself deck. If you resonate with this deck, you can always order it from me once I find it. Okay, it's right in front of me. My Heal Yourself deck. This is going to show you what blockages you have. So we're going to tap in and see what's going on concerning love specifically. That way you can write these things down and burn them and give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team for helping you to clear them so that it's not a hindrance when you do connect with your soulmate here. So what is the blockages concerning love? What are the blockages that needs to be cleared here? It's too many. You know what? I'm just going to grab one. What are the blockages? Difficulty making sound decisions is something about your throat chakra. Then I have disconnected from the Most High. Then I have cold, guarded, or trust issues. So it definitely looks like, yeah, just as I said before, there's a lot of guarded energy. You could have trust issues here. You could have a difficult time making decisions concerning love, concerning unions, so you could be on the fence like, maybe I can. Then it's like, you know what? No, I'm not ready. You could be back and forth. And then that disconnect from the Most High could be where, let me clarify that. Disconnect from the Most High. Self-doubt. Okay. You could be denying the messages that the Most High is giving you about particular people or a person that comes into your life. So you may not be disconnected in a sense where you don't have a relationship with the Most High, but you could be disconnected in the area of love, in a sense where you don't necessarily trust the guidance or the direction that you're being called to go in when it comes to a particular person. Okay, so let's see. So then I have destructive behavior, and the other one says lacks motivation for fun. So destructive behavior could be self-sabotage in relationships. Okay, not that you out here just wild tearing stuff up. It's more or less destructive, where it's like you could create scenarios that could cause a breakdown in your connections, or, you know, even if you're getting to know someone. You see what I'm saying? So I would strongly suggest that you clear those particular things out. Of course, you can go back, rewind, write down each one. I destroy and clear all of the following blockages, and write down each one of those things that was mentioned in those cards and burn it. There are some trust issues here. And so again, you're pretty guarded. That's the energy that's being projected out into the universe. And so because of this, your soulmate is actually in hermit mode, focused on their money, focused on their creative ideas, focused on creating something here. I feel like they fear that if they come forward to talk to you right now, that you may automatically be guarded. In a sense, I feel like that's what they're kind of intuitively picking up on here. So I'm going to get some direct messages from them to you to see what is it that they would like to say. Okay, so let's see. So you have here ring, I promise you. Wow. So yet another card. You have 3 cards that was talking about marriage. Okay. So they want to make a promise, a commitment to you. It says confusion, I don't know. Now, I mean, you did come out with the energy of confusion, but I'm wondering if they have a desire to level things up with you, but they're not even sure if they should approach you in this way because they're afraid that you might reject them. Let me see. Guilt. Hurting you was never my intention, but now it's hurting me too. Okay. So you might feel guarded towards this person specifically. In some cases, this is the person who they hurt you in the past. You had to cut this person out and protect your energy from them. Now you're on straight defense mode. This person has withdrawn. They're in silence right now, trying to focus on cultivating and creating and, you know, making money and focusing in on those things that they're passionate about. But at the same time, they feel guilty because they know that they hurt you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like even if this person didn't play a role in hurting you like drastic type of stuff, I feel like you've been through so much, even with other relationships, that the smallest of things that this person does will stand out like a sore thumb. Like you're watching for any red flags. And let me see, this says risk. I'm ready to take the leap of faith and risk it all for you. I feel like if it was left up to this person, they would come towards you now. If it was left up to them, y'all will be having some heart-to-heart conversations. But they feel like it's out of their hands in a sense because I don't think they want to feel your wrath in some way. Yeah, I don't know. Let me clarify. How do they view you and your energy right now? What are they intuitively picking up on? Let's see. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. See? They're intuitively picking up that you do want to communicate with them. You may be being a little bit stubborn. This says broken. The damage has already been done. I don't know how to pick up the pieces. See, they feel like you're just, they hurt you. There's not much that can be done to rectify this. They feel like you want to reach out, but, or this could be them. They want to reach out, but they don't know how. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know what to say. This says jealousy. I feel like you moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. Okay, so this person is feeling a sense of jealousy. Oh no. You're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel I'm right where I belong. So you feel like home to this person. What did this person do? I mean, did they do something? Or let me see. Let me see what I can gauge here. What did this person do? To be in this energy, for y'all to be in a space of separation, whether it's emotionally. Because some of y'all, I mean, in certain cases, y'all could be in the same household, but you're just very distant. You might as well be in two separate households with the amount of distance that the two of you have. In other cases, you're not in the same household. You're just, you're not communicating either, though. So I have the Four of Wands, the Moon, the Two of Pentacles. What did this person do? Let me clarify this Moon. The Two of Swords. Okay. You felt like you was in the dark about a lot of things when it comes to this person. They could have been juggling you. Okay, in some cases, they could have been juggling you. In some cases, they actually juggled you just for a space to reside. Like, if their living circumstance was off balance, they could have actually blocked themselves off from you because of a living situation. They could have ghosted, gone silent, and didn't leave you with much clarity as to why. Let me see. Judgment. So you have 222 here. Judgment is the number 20. Then you have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I feel like there was a situation that they already had going on. Something, Four of Cups, but they wasn't happy in it. There was a lot of dissatisfaction, discontentment. But I feel like it was something about their security that they felt they needed to maintain. Some sort of foundation that they had already established and maybe invested a lot of time, finances. They might have had financial obligations. So I feel that you could very well be guarded with this person because of the choice that they made. Six of Wands. It's like they might have placed someone on a pedestal, chose someone else. But this was very burdensome for this person. It was a lot for them to carry. Yeah, Five of Swords can definitely indicate that there was a lot of drama. And then eventually, you know, this person will have walked away from the situation. So I feel like now they're in hermit mode. They might have thought that things were going to be better, but it's showing that things became very chaotic in that living situation. It says very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So they ended up having to make a decision. And I feel like a large part of why this situation came down is, again, there was dissatisfaction on both ends. Nobody was happy. They felt alone, even though they might have been in the same household. There could have been a lot of spark, a lot of passion. Maybe it was more sexually motivated, the chemistry between this person and the other person. But ultimately, emotionally, it was not fulfilling. Mentally, it was not fulfilling. There was a lot that was hidden, a lot that wasn't being said between these two people. I feel like they might have gone back because they was trying to rectify something here, but things just didn't align. Okay, let me see. It says, I want to hold you. I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. See, there were secrets here. And it says, I'm afraid of commitment. Yeah, I feel like they returned to something and they found that they wasn't happy there. Things didn't work out. I don't think either person was happy. So now they've removed themselves from the situation. But the thing is, They're in hermit mode because they don't know how to approach you. They feel like automatically you're going to be on guard because they hurt you, because they was not fully honest with you about why they went silent. This says freedom. I can't be tied down right now. I have too many interests. So they needed their freedom, and they didn't tell you what these many interests were, but it was someone else that they thought things could align for them with. It says, I made the wrong turn, and honestly, the grass was not greener over there. So now they feel like they made a mistake, okay? And so this says, I want to treat you the way you deserve. So I feel like, yeah, in the Queen of Swords energy, of course, the Queen of Swords demands respect, or I mean, it's really not something that has to be demanded. It's just understood. With the Queen of Swords, you're not going to step to her wrong. So I feel like you're in your power, but this person has hurt you. Now they want to come in and do the right thing. Now, in a lot of cases, they want to come in and commit, whereas they was afraid of commitment before. Now they feel like they're more ready for you. Maybe it's because they had the opportunity to see, because it says it is dark without you. They had the opportunity to experience life without you. Defensive. I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away. See, they feel like you're just going to say, no, I don't want to deal with you. So let me give you some cards for the outcome, where things could potentially go. Because right now, this person is a little scared. They're nervous. So they'd rather kind of hide in the shadows than to reach out, because you might bite their head off. At least that's what they think. They don't want to feel rejected. They want you to welcome them with open arms. Some of you will not. Some of you are like, nope, you did too much. While others of you, you may have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person, but I don't feel like many of you trust them. That's the thing. So the potential outcome when it comes to yourself and this person. So I have the Six of Cups coming out first, which is all about reconciliation. It's about reunion. It's about picking up where you left off, old memories. I have the Moon. Wow, Six of Cups comes out again. The Ace of Cups. Some of y'all are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me see. And then I have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like there's still a lot of emotions that exist here. Even if there's suppressed emotions on your part, I feel like you still have feelings for this person. There's still a lot of beautiful memories that the two of you do share. I do feel like somebody might remain in the shadows, though, because I didn't get not one Swords card to indicate communication. It's almost like they're watching you from the shadows, and they're watching you evolve and become this really powerful person where you got all of this wealth and abundance around you, and things are flourishing. You're looking better than ever. They feel like you're happy single. I feel like this person, really what I'm picking up is that they might remain in the shadows until you reach out to them, because they're afraid. Let me just clarify this Moon real quick, because this is the second time I got the Moon card, which is mystery. You know, it's like you're not sure. And this person, they're seated in the darkness, in the shadows here, but they're watching you from the shadows at the same time. This says, I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? See, time will have passed. Then I have here absence. As more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. See, it's almost like the clock is ticking. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Nobody is saying anything. You're flourishing, becoming more independent, more comfortable in being single, while this person still sits back here. Heart is fluttering. Emotions are building, okay? They're feeling more of a void without you. Overall outcome, you deserve better than them. I don't know. Y'all might just say, you know what? That's it. You'll wait. You'll wait for new love. You'll wait for something better. Because if this person doesn't speak up and speak their truth, I feel like, yes, you know, Nine of Pentacles energy, you attract a lot of people. And some of y'all might just say you ain't worried about attracting nobody. You're just going to simply focus on the fruits of your labor, enjoying your harvest, and just building, you know. So that's what I have for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.